Yeah, bougie, huh? Cause never. But every time I get into it with somebody, I've heard it with people that don't know me, haven't had two fucking conversations with me for real. And I never understood why, because I'm not. I grew up middle class, mediocre as hell, basic as fuck. Uh, Nothing's wrong with being middle class. I'm just saying, you know, didn't come from no six figure home. That's for sure. I did not. I've been through too much. Let's put it that way. Been done too much. Been through too much. Seen, done, heard, smelt too much to ever feel like I'm bougie, or because my definition of bougie is thinking you're better than somebody. You're not bougie just because you have nice things. You could just have nice things and be a nice person. But when you're bougie, that means you hold your head up like everybody's beneath you that's not on your level or better than you or whatever. So like when I used to get into it with this girl or anybody on her side, that's how I knew she was talking about me, is because that's the first thing they would say is, oh, you think you better than somebody? You're not better than nobody. Me and her nigga got into it. Her baby dad, this nigga said, and you ain't hitting on nothing. You think you better? You ain't really on shit. What? I was driving a fucking, oh my God, okay. I was driving like a 2004 something. Like I was living in hotels. I don't even understand how that even made sense to him, but it did. And then I told y'all, I think by the time I was in the bar with my former best friend, I was talking to this, like the dude was like a doorman, and so every time I see him, I usually speak, and so one time I thought we had a good rapport because he was doing something, and I like jumped in his way, hey, trying to play with him. He's like, nah, not now, or like get out the way type shit. Like he shunned me. So ever since then, I ain't never say shit to him, never ever. I went go straight through the door, pay my whatever if I gotta pay, and get the fuck on. So one day or that evening or a evening, because it's at night, because we was at the bar, he comes up to me and my former friend because she knew who he was or whatever. And he comes to my friend and was like, yeah, and that's Miss Bougie right there. She bougie. I'm like, what? I've been wearing the same Yeezys for like, good boy. What are you talking about? Like, what are you, bougie? What? Do you know where I live? Like, what, do you know where I'm from? Do you know anything about me? No, you don't. So, yeah. I just want to say shout out to the people who see who I am before I knew who I am, and at least get the bougie vibes. I guess if that's what y'all want to call it. I don't know. I had it's proof that people watch you that you think is not watching you, because I don't have people saying, oh, your little podcast, ain't nobody listening. I've had, oh, you could tell me every state I've ever been in. Oh, you got the people that could tell you how much you spent on your last wig. Now, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes you'll be like, I never bought, like, listen, y'all out there buying $1,000 wigs. I ain't get to that level yet. So if I buy me a $300 to $500 wig, that's something for me. Okay. So yes, I've never been that person to, oh, I've had it like that. So I'm just like, well, this is dope. Like, especially when I was paying for it, it was like, oh, look at my 30 inches. Look at my little, whatever. Now everybody going up to 40. I ain't got that to do. Y'all keep that. I made it to 30. That's all that matters. So, and I'm talking about inches of hair. But anyway, I don't know. I don't be trying to fuck around. I never want nobody to feel like I'm better than them, or I've made them feel like I feel I'm better than them, because I know I'm not better than nobody. Even people that aren't, I'm not better than a homeless person. I may be in a better situation, but that doesn't make me a better person, because I don't know what the fuck they've been through, what they're going through, what they know, what. And as one of my favorite people on this earth that don't even know that I exist, but I don't care, T.S. Medicine, I love her. She said it best. Like, no one's more anointed than her. And when she said that, it's not her saying I'm more anointed than everybody else, or I'm the most anointed one. She's saying, if you're anointed, you're anointed. That's it. God is the only one that's above anyone who's everyone, if that makes sense. So if he's giving you the anointings to be anointed, then that's what it is. You can't come out here and say, oh, I'm more anointed because I got a mega church. I'm more anointed because I got a Ferrari in my driveway. I'm more anointed. No, you might be more obedient. You might be more aware of your anointings, but my nigga, you can't be more anointed than anybody. period. So that's the same thing with people. You are not better than nobody. Nobody is better than you. Nobody is better than you. I know. Listen, I seen Swarm. I get it. And who's your favorite artist? I get it. But Beyonce is not better than nobody. She's just richer than everybody. That's it. She may be a harder worker than a lot of people, majority of people. But as far as in being on her status of a human being, okay, she looked better than some people. But come on, let's bring it down a notch and realize we're all, as T.S. Madison also made a fine point, we're all God's creation, but we're not all his children. Now, let that fall how it may. My point is just to spread the word that you are enough and you are okay and you deserve the things that make you happy. You do not deserve to go through things because you feel less than or you don't feel good about. Feel good about yourself. That's basically what I'm saying. Feel good enough about yourself that you do not have to. You will not tolerate disrespect and you will not sit around. And when I say don't talk, I'm not saying go all psycho mode and start killing people. I ain't saying that because, in the streets, they're like, yeah, I don't never get disrespected. And anybody disrespect me, they did. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is distance yourself from things that make you not be yourself. Distance yourself from things that are holding you back. Distance yourself from things that make you anxious. Distance yourself from conversations, people, places, and things. Like, I am forbidden. Like, I do not want to move back to anywhere that gives me old vibes of what I used to be in, what I used to deal with. And I don't, no, ma'am. There's certain places I will never move to because I've had my experiences in those places. I've dealt with that brand of people and I'm good on that experience in general. So, give me one more moment, you guys. 2 seconds. And I'm back. So, yeah, that's all I really want to say. I didn't even know I was going to be in here this whole 22 minutes and some odd seconds. But, don't ever feel that you are not enough. Even if you're the only one, you're still enough. And I know everybody believes in what they believe in, but I believe in the greater power. I call him Allah, God, Allah, God, Yahweh, is it Yahweh? Yeah, Yahweh, and whatever names they have for the Creator. But I'm a full-hearted believer of the Creator. I call him God. I don't know what everybody else calls him. I do believe he sent his spirit down to connect with us and they call him Jesus. And I feel that whole thing is a thing. I'm just not getting into what he looked like, what I think, what I feel about the renaming, the name. That's none of my business. But if you believe in God, put him first and seek him first, and I promise you, everything else will fall by the wayside, like everything. I mean, you might think that you don't have nobody to call or no one's listening, but if you seek God, he will answer. And trust me, you don't need people. It's nice to have people, don't get me wrong. It's wonderful when your support group forms, it's going to feel like a blessing because now you physically have the love that you can feel and see and touch because, God's love, you can't necessarily see it, but you can feel it. So that's why sometimes you feel lonely because you're just like, damn, I'm here. But I just told my uncle, my homegirl has been like my family member because I say I don't have family members, but I don't know them. So that's why I say that. Because I wasn't raised in a family where it was like, everybody, let's stay connected. Let's stay in touch. Everybody, let's always meet up at each other's house. No, everybody was divided. So once you go on mom's side, there's fuck dad's side. Once you go on dad's side, it's fuck mom's side. And once you get grown, it's fuck everybody. So this is to say to all those out there that feel lonely, but they really got people, but they really don't got people, you're not alone. And to the people that got people, and they might not want their people because family can be raggedy, friends can be raggedy, boyfriends, girlfriends can be raggedy. And if all I gotta say is how to tell if a person's raggedy if they don't make you feel good. Now, making you feel good does not mean they have to stroke your ego and make it seem like everything you say is right and everything they say is wrong. And no, make you feel good, meaning on the inside, meaning they're going to tell you right from wrong. They have good advice for you. They're good listeners. They're not gossipers. They are good intentions. Okay? If you get around a person, they make you want to punch them in the face, or they make you question yourself, or they make you feel like you're less than them, that's raggedy. You don't need that. You might want to keep it going because it doesn't get better. You get around people like, oh, no, they were just playing. No, she really feels that way about you, boo. No, he really feels that way about you, boo. No, they really feel that way about you, boo. It's okay to be alone. It's okay because you're never really alone, especially if you believe in God. Now, if you don't believe in God, I don't know what to tell you. You probably are alone. I would say seek help immediately. Like, if you and if you don't believe in God, shit, you get a cat. Like, you don't have to deal with people because y'all don't even know how influential people's words really can be. Like, if I was told I wasn't shit from the time I was 2 to the time I was 18, how likely of a chance am I really gonna feel like I ain't shit or not do shit things or shit? Everybody doesn't have the willpower at the time to realize that they are more than what anybody could ever say, because God ultimately has the biggest say because He created us, correct? Not no fucking Adam. Fuck that conspiracy. Oh, 2 rocks banged together and we were made. Blah 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 blah. Oh, out of here. But anyway, that's all I got for y'all. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Turn down for what? And next week I will be back in a timely fashion.